Dear friends, good evening. Welcome to this video, a very important one, and we are going to look into the one which is important after the written examination, the interview. You know that it is part and parcel of any selection process. Okay. Now, before going into what is written on the board, I am sure you will go well dressed and you will be carrying all the necessary documents, and you have got to be punctual. You can't have any excuses whatsoever. If you think you cannot reach on time, leave early. Leave early. Even if you were to reach over there a little early, it doesn't matter at all. See that you are on time. See that you are on time. Now, it is your turn to walk into the room. Walk in confidently. I am talking about your body language. That plays a very important, pivotal role. Walk in confidently and make sure you greet everybody over there and wait for a few seconds, expecting them to tell you to take your seat. If not, you can ask them, can I take my seat? They will definitely say yes. Sit comfortably in the chair, not on the edge of the chair. You might even lose your balance and fall down. And don't ever rest your hands on the table just in front of you. When questions are asked, don't keep looking either at the floor or at the ceiling. Don't ever give an impression that you are nervous, even if you are to some extent. And one very important point I would like to insist upon is make sure your voice is audible, distinctly audible. Don't shout, don't scream, but make sure that they could listen to you very easily and effectively. Okay, now let's take up the first question. Everywhere, in all interviews, the first question would be, tell us something about yourself. Describe yourself in so many sentences. Tell us something about yourself. Describe yourself, or rather, to put it briefly, introduce yourself. Obviously, your name, your native place, perhaps, if need be, even the state you belong to, your qualifications, and the job that you're in right now, if any, and the number of years you have put in. Okay, all these you need to. And as you go about introducing yourself, if they come up with a few other questions, you may have to respond, like what are your hobbies? Or what do you do in your free time? Why not? What do you do in your free time? This is in fact an IAS interview question. What do you do in your free time? We all need to relax. We all need to be free. We should have time for our own selves. And what best answer you can come up with? Think constructively and come up with some answer to leave a lasting impression on the part of the interviewers. Perhaps I would say, if I were to be the candidate in question, I am taking free classes for the poor students in my area. What a noble intention! What a noble intention! Because I am from a poor family. Some teacher helped me out taking classes free of cost. Hence, I would like to give it back to the society whatever I got. I am taking free classes for the poor students. Wonderful. Secondly, I do help the people at home in their household work. Occasionally, I play some indoor games. I play some indoor games with my friends who would drop in periodically. Okay. This, of course, I am going to tell you because this question, this is a certain question in IAS interviews or IPS interviews. Certain question. They will come up with some situation or other. Whereas you go to MNC jobs or corporate jobs and all that, the question they may not ask, but still, one I would like to share with you. In an IAS mock interview, a lady candidate was there, and one of the interviewers put this question to her: what is the most beautiful English alphabet? A to Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and all. And she said without any hesitation, as if she had come prepared. Okay. Sir, it is R. Why? Because this is the first letter of my name. I like my name, I love my name, the sound of which is melodious in my ears. Beautiful answer. I was taken aback. And the second question was from the same interviewer. You would have been to so many places in India. What is the most beautiful place you like in India? Even for this question also, without any delay in response, she said, sir, it is my home. It is my home. Because that's where I get true love. True love. The people over there love me genuinely and truly. Everything is served with genuine love. Can I have a better place than my home? Beautiful answer. The point is, when they give you a situation, how you react to the situation, exercising the presence of your mind. Okay, now, this we have seen. Unless they ask you some questions, you have got to take down. You have got to take down or download all these questions when it comes to MNC jobs or corporate jobs. Ditto, they will ask you. Go well prepared. I have given you these questions right now. At least 90% of the questions you find on the board, you will be asked. What are your biggest achievements? And what are your biggest achievements? You can recall or you can go very well prepared. If you have done something fantastic, unique, if you had been of great help to the management, to the company and all that, you can talk about it. You can talk about it. Why do you think you are well suited for the position? Why do you think that you are very well suited for this position in our company? I mean, you can frame this question in other words also. What is so unique about you? What is so unique about you? What are your strengths? What are your strengths? So these are some other questions. Go well prepared. A few perhaps I can suggest. Sir, I have a strong feeling that my communication skills are extremely good, which is very, very important to develop your leadership skills. If you were to observe very closely a leader, he will have these communication skills. Okay. Otherwise, you tend to withdraw yourself. If your communication skills are not strong enough, you tend to withdraw yourself and take a back seat. Okay. Now, what are your weaknesses? Everybody has. Nobody is perfect. They all know. We all know. So, what are your weaknesses? When you talk about weaknesses, just camouflage. Okay. Don't portray your weaknesses as if they are the biggest ones. They are the biggest ones. Okay, what are your weaknesses? You can tell them. You can be honest. Sir, I don't like people lying through their teeth. Extremely insincere. I cannot digest it. Extremely insincere. And I don't like people who are very, very lazy. Okay, these are my two weaknesses. So you give an impression to the board of members that you don't like people who are insincere, which means you want everybody to work sincerely, and you want to be ethical, and you are interested in the growth of the management. Okay, and you also don't like people who are lazy. Okay, so today it is the time up. Let us move to the next questions, the next class. Only one I can tell you, please make sure take down these questions. 90% of the questions will be asked. Thank you so much, and please subscribe to this channel if you like.